How about now? This is better. Okay, sorry about that. During the intro, I turn off the mic so that you don't hear me talking or coughing or preparing for the stream. So it's just stupid. Anyway, but yeah, so we built the Atmospheric Adventures Apollo 2, a little 3-inch quad that has protective arm guards and stuff like that. So you can kind of fly it around. I'm just going to be flying here from my garage. I was going to do it on the deck in the back, but it ended up being a lot colder and windier than I had originally anticipated. So we're going to just fly from in here because it's a little bit warmer out of the wind. But yeah, so this is yeah. So this is we've got a FX799T in there now, which is the VTX stacked on top of the flight controller there. We've got an HS1177. I put a wide angle lens on there for now, just an antenna that came with it, and then the rest was the Flip 32 F3, Little Bees, Black Edition 1306, 3100 KVs, and an XSR receiver. So it's a fun little combo. I did a quick maiden flight before this just to make sure it actually flew, which it did. But I'm experiencing this problem where in the front right it's dropping out on me. So I'm not totally sure exactly what's going to be going on with that. So we might see that. And the other thing that's kind of funny actually is that there's a little bit of sorry, there's I forgot that like people drive by and stuff like that. There's a little bit of the tuning is actually great with just stock settings, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to demonstrate much tuning, to be honest, but we'll talk about it. We'll see. I'll kind of think through it and do my best to get it to work. But yeah, I'd say let's just put it in the air, fly it a little bit, and have some fun. Worst comes to worst, at least you'll get to see some FPV live stream crashing from the FPV feed. So I borrowed some of these 3-cell packs from my friend Patrick, who's in here now as Pizzatric or something. Kira, no, come. The props are tight there. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, so we'll see. I've done a recalibration. I've reflashed the ESCs. I've done a few things like that, so I'm very, very confused as to why it's causing problems. So we'll see. But I mean, it flies. It's tolerable. Just not perfect. Anyway, the next what was I gonna say? But yeah, so we'll just have some fun this morning and hopefully get some good crashes in for you. I forgot that I don't have I was gonna set up like my gates in my front yard and all that, but I forgot that I didn't have them, even though I saw the person that does have them, Patrick, last night. So I kind of feel like an idiot for that, but it's kind of fun to fly in my yard, so it'll be good. Oops, sorry. I'm just strapping on a battery now. Okay. All right, and then I'm not flying the 3-cell batteries. Turn D down. That's a good idea. I'm not flying the 3-cell batteries because they just like the quad will barely lift off with them. So it's I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, so let's power this. Let me grab my transmitter. Okay, powering up the quad. Get some FPV feed there now. You can see my trash can live streaming station. Pretty high tech. But yeah, let me grab some batteries. I have this thing underslung, the batteries, and it makes it a little bit tricky to take off because it can't balance on the pack very well. Because you've got this awkward situation. Okay. This thing is it's gonna be hard to break props on this puppy, hopefully. Okay, sorry, I'm just switching around through some stuff. Okay, we're ready. I'm gonna turn this sideways so that we're not seeing the sun so bad. All right, you ready? Oh no, that was fast. Be right back. So yeah, not a great start. These are the Rotor X props. Woo. Ah. Yeah, that thing is super loud and obnoxious. Nothing broke. Yeah, it is obnoxious. Like I feel bad flying it. Actually feel bad flying it here because it's just. But it's 11:30 right now. So I mean, if people are still sleeping, then it's their own damn fault. I forgot to bring out a USB cable, so I'm gonna run and grab that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Let's see. Plug this in. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start cranking the P setting until I have I'm going to crank the P setting until it oscillates, because what I'm hoping that's wrong, like I was saying about the oscillations, is that, or not the oscillations, but like that dropping out, is that the P is just not being aggressive enough. So I'm going to up P a bunch from where it is and see if it will kind of start oscillating a little bit on the P axis. So I've now upped it to 6.3 and 5.0. So let's see what happens here. I'm accused of not respecting night shifters. My wife is a night shifter, and she's fine right now, so she's sleeping. Ugh. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm just going to run this line of sight, so I don't need to be in there to see. Yeah, that seemed fine. It does need a little bit more D. Drop D and see if it helps the vibration. It's not vibrations, it's like it drops out to the right. It's very strange. But it still needs more P. Because there was no oscillations whatsoever on high throttle punch. Clean flight. PIDs. I miss having an OSD right now. We'll go up another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now my P setting is at 5.5 on roll and 6.8 on pitch. This is pretty much how I tune my quads. And my tuning is not amazing. I do have Blackbox. We'll probably pull one in a bit. All right. This is 2.5. Okay, so that felt like it was right on the edge of oscillation, so if we bump it up a little bit more, I think it's going to oscillate. So I'm just going to not do that right now. There are no spacers underneath the props, somebody suggested as a potential solution. So yeah, so let's, I'm going to try FPVing this again and see if that P helped that dip issue that I was having. Somebody asked, does the one motor have a funky vibration still? No, I had issues with props, and I swapped out the props, and now it's working a lot better. So let me set this down again. And here we go. Unplug my goggles. Okay, here we go. I'm not noticing it now. Whoa! Yeah, it's flying a lot better now. Stupid dog. So it was better, but it still wasn't perfect. Yeah, I'm going to try upping it a little bit more still with my next pack and see if we can get that to get it solidified a little bit. Default PIDs on Betaflight 2.5 do fly great out of the box. I'm not going to deny that. But to get it really, really locked in, you got to take it to the next step. Yeah, this is how I walk my dog. She just starts panting hardcore. But yeah, so next pack, I'm going to bump up P a little bit more, add a little bit of I, and a little bit of D. The rates are a little bit low right now on purpose. But I have them. But this thing is a little kind of almost indoor flyer, so I don't want super high rates for just kind of messing around. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so let's bump up some rates. Yeah, there's an airport about 6 miles from here. All right, let me show you my desktop so we can look at the rates real quick. All right, plugging in. We changed I or D from default before tuning P. No, I haven't changed anything. Let's see. PID tuning. Are you going to race with it? Nope. It's too fat. Okay, let's try that out. So somebody says I had to turn down P, I, and D a ton on BF 2.5.3. Is that normal? Is that on, what flight controller, which PID controller are you using? Lux or Rewrite? Let's see. Back to this one. All right, let's plug up. Please explain how you guess the PID increases. I usually add 5 while I'm searching for things at a high level, and I just add 2 when I'm searching for things at a low level. Most of it is feeling, I'm sorry to report, but let me give this a shot and I'll give a little bit more of an explanation. That was weird. It was like it was kicking way right on me. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, see that dip there? It's so weird. Yep, there it goes again. So that's what I'm dealing with, is where it just kind of like all of a sudden just goes whoop. Back motors got pretty hot in that. So I'm going to turn back down D because D can cause some pretty serious overheating issues. Get a black box log. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that in a second. Gotta make sure I have a black box log set, switch set. Butters did that too. Huh, that's really interesting. Let's see. Desktop, clean flight, PID. I'm going to turn I back down to where it was because it was fine before that. I'm going to put D back down to where it was. Just like that. I'm going to save. Go to Blackbox. Okay, that's on. So I'm going to turn on, make sure, so it should be that one. Okay. Okay. All right, let's try Blackbox log, see what happens. I'm going to do this FPV because I want to get it to, I can't do it line of sight, I can't get it to drop out. All right, Blackbox on, black. Ah! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that's so great. Crash out of a tree and just pick it up and fly again. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there so that we know it's right at the end of that. Be right back. All right, so let's pull that Blackbox log off. The motors aren't overheating now. Well, it's not bad. So I'm going to pull a log off of it. This is what I usually do when I get to a point where I'm not sure what to do in FPV. Sometimes the logs take a while to pull off on these huge chips. Here. Yeah, I'm impressed. Like I just crashed straight into the tree, and no problems. Let me see, Blackbox. I forgot to run the right thing, so we didn't get any of that on Blackbox. Let's see. I need Oscar, Liang, Blackbox. I always forget the command for the to switch it to the chip. I think it's this one, SPI flash. Save. Disconnect. All right, let's just run this again, try to get that to happen again. This would probably be a lot more fun with batteries that are not twice as big as they're supposed to be. So I've got probably just about twice as much weight on here as there needs to be for these little props. I mean, like 4-cell hanging underneath these tiny little 3-inch props is not going to be the most fun thing in the world. But yeah, oh well. All right. Blackbox on black. There it goes. Woohoo! Oh my god, I love it. There it goes. Okay, arm, turn it off. No breaks or wear and tear on the carbon fiber at all yet, so that's good. All right, let's see if we can get this flash file off of here. Ugh. How about those bouncing off the tree things, though? That's so sweet. Hey, more packs just finished. Charging. Okay. All right, cool. We got data this time. Save flash to file in the download section. Alright, this could be a while. Ridiculous. I'm going to start a new round of batteries on the charger real quick, but I'll be right back. But yeah, if I didn't have any time to like go out to the field and get some packs in, like being able to just zip around here with this thing is it's kind of fun. I don't want to like 3-inch quads. They just kind of seem like a weird spot. I really like 4 or 5 and 6-inch. But I don't know. I'm having fun with it. I feel bad. I feel like I'm compromising on my beliefs. I'm still not like so I crashed straight into a horizontal branch there in that flight, and there is no damage to the carbon fiber. I mean, if you look at it, like it's still just fine. Which I'm nervous about because these are pretty thin. It's like 1.5 millimeters. I mean, it took that. I've got as much weight on this as you would ever have. It took that hit like a champ, so it's fine. Oof. Coffee is very cold all of a sudden. I'm gonna grab another jacket because it's actually really cold. I'll be right back. Icon FPV says, "How's it going?" It's going all right. I drank a little bit last night and feeling it a little bit this morning, but not bad. Otherwise, got some Advil going right now, and coffee always helps, and quads help. Cute. Yes, the idea with this is that you're not going to break any props flying around, so you can use the expensive Rotorex props. This is how far we've gotten so far. I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, we got a ways to go still. So we'll play some frisbee in the meantime. Oh, hey. Does anybody have any questions while I'm waiting on my Blackbox file to download? Let's go. So yeah, this is PID tuning. I just I usually just start with kind of line of sight, like try to get it to and work on the P setting. Like just keep upping the P until you get any kind of vibrations or oscillations that for the P setting being too high, and then turn it down a bit. And so what that's going to do is give you the tightest possible P setting that you can get. Then, yeah, my trash can fell over. But then the next thing that I do is then tune. I usually don't change I much. I don't usually change I too much, just because I've never really noticed it change much in the flight characteristics. Usually just end up a little bit, or end up upping it just a little bit. Uh-oh. Get it! She can't pick it up off the ground. Get it! You watch her struggle. Sucks not to have thumbs. So the so and then I work on D setting next usually, and what I do there is I do really aggressive snap movements. I wait to see if it overshoots at all. So if it's too low, what it's going to do is kind of go a little bit, and that, you know, in a video or whatever, looks really nasty. And you know that's how you know that your D setting is too low, and so you just kind of up that until it snaps and stays in place as well as you can. Sit. What's your job? You ready? I don't think you're ready. Ready, stay. Ready, go. Go. So that's my, like, so I don't really put too much. Oh, is my flat going? Sorry. I don't put too much time into PID tuning. I get it close enough that I can't really tell that it's not right. I don't know if that makes any sense. Still waiting on that Blackbox thing. And so I just get it good enough and then just fly. And if I ever tweak something, it's just a little bit at a time. What's your job? What's your job? Good girl. Ready? Go. Go. I can't throw today. It's a really... What does D too high look like? It looks like your motor's burning. in beta flight 2.2 and up, the gyro low pass filter was changed to the point where the D term, if set too high, might accidentally cause like these micro oscillations that you can't even see or notice. And what happens is your motors will get really, really, really warm. So it's a different kind of oscillation, and it's usually at the end of an aggressive maneuver. But what you're going to want to do is whatever is stock is usually a little bit low, and then tune up to the point where they stop. So really, you should never have your D setting too high, because you're always going to start too low and tune up to it. Does that make sense? Are you doing those snap movements, keeping the throttle high? My personal style, the way I like to fly, is to drop throttle a lot when I'm doing snap movements. So I usually do lower the snap, or I usually do lower the throttle a little bit in one of those snap movements. But not for any particular reason other than that's just what I like to do. I think that looks better to me, and it's a little bit more fun. So yes, I do lower the throttle in the snap movement, and that bounce. And so that is a part of what I do. But yeah, so you can lower your throttle or raise your throttle. It's going to affect the D term the same either way. Let's see if this is done yet. Okay, we're done. So I'm going to switch to desktop mode here and get the Blackbox open. Blackbox. Let's see. Where did I save that? Downloads, Blackbox, open. Okay, so I know that it happened right at the end, and so that's what I want to see. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good overall. What is the eyes term doing? So this right here, you see that? Nope, that's a crash. So I think it was... Hmm. It's Bardwell time. That's funny. So I thought it is dropping right. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to remember the difference. Like, was it? I think it was this, and then I landed. So whatever the hell happened here, let's add in. Oh wait, I got 2 logs here. I think it's this right here. So the gyro pitch dumped out. Oh, look at that motor. Motor is totally stopped all the way through there. But why would it pitch right if that was the case? Like, it's absolutely 0. Like, your motors are never all the way at 0. Unless I hit something there. There's a roll. Yeah, P does look pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm wondering why that motor completely cut. Front left. Why front left? Let me add in the motor graph. Add graph, motors. Motor, that's 4. Look at that. Totally gone. Motor is completely out. Like, what? Let's see if it did it another time. Totally out there, but that makes sense because there was some aggressive maneuvers going on. There it is again. Totally out. And that's just in normal flight. What does desync look like? Maxed out, okay. That is so strange. So maybe there's just a loose connection on that. Like I just need to resolder it or something. But like totally dropping like that? That's crazy. Okay, so this was the bigger one here. So I mean, all of those motors look good except for the one that's whoop, totally dropped out completely. Really, really interesting. So while we're thinking about this, for those of you that are newer to PID tuning, what we're looking at here is this is the gyro. Oh, I guess I only have pitch. Let's see. Let's add. I'm going to remove this. Add gyros. Add field. PID. P. I. D, and this will show all PIDs next to each other. Oh, hey, Curtis. So this is too messy now. I gotta. Hey. Oh, hey. No, come. Come here. Oh, yeah. Arming sounds would happen if it was a loose connection. That makes sense. What's that I setting doing? That's a little weird. So we're getting some tiny bitty oscillations. Honestly, though, that looks fine. The D term is maybe a little high. P term maybe a little bit low even. And then the I don't know what the I stepping is doing. That's a little, I don't know. But then it just totally drops. Loose props or miscalibrate. I mean, I did just calibrate the ESCs. We can do it again. The props are on fine. But why would it just totally drop the motor? I could swap the prop on this front one. I'll grab a different prop and swap out the front one and see if that helps anything. I'll be right back. Here, come. Come on. And I'm engaged. They were already out here. Shit. Totally kicked out my Ethernet cable on that. Sorry. Dang it, maybe they weren't out here. What the heck? Got too much stuff to keep track of. I'll be right back again. And I'm back. Update BL Heli. I did. Right before the stream, I put 2.4. For higher kV motors, do you need to make any changes in Betaflight or something like that? Okay, I'm going to recalibrate ESCs again. I currently have motor timing of high on, so maybe I could change motor timing, but we don't think that that's the issue, it sounds like. Let's see. Clean flight, motors on, throttle up. Throttle down. And pull out. Up the timing. It's at the highest timing setting already. I gotta swap batteries here. I almost always just leave motor timing on medium. It's never changed anything for me. It's never fixed a problem. It's never caused a problem, to be honest. All right, so we're flying a new prop. I've obviously retightened everything, so we'll see if that turn on the transmitter. If that solves anything. Oops. Gosh dang it. Okay, here we go. Yep, there it goes again. I kind of want to try crashing into stuff. I pinned it to the wall. Motors are definitely a bit warm. Not horribly, but not bad. So this would be a lot of fun with a lighter frame. I'm sorry to say. Well, it definitely was doing it less in that flight. I always run air mode. Yeah. was standing. That was good. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. What the what? How the frick did I break a prop? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, I only ever run air mode, so why would I not tune with air mode if I'm trying to tune my quad to fly the way I want it to? Man, that's funny. How the heck did I break a prop? I don't know if you can see this, but let's see that angle. I'm getting like pollen and stuff from um, the flowers on the trees when I keep crashing into the tree. That's hilarious. Can't get enough grip. Ugh. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to grab a tool. We having fun yet? Or put it- Let's see. So I'm looking for any damage that might have been caused by that crash. I'm not seeing anything. There's some scuffing on the carbon fiber, but that's to be expected. The aluminum took a bit of a beating. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's intact for taking a pretty big hit. Did you ever fix the X4R range issue because mine can't go 150 feet without an RSSI warning? I swapped it and I took it out and put a different one in, and it was fine. So I'm just going to toss it, I think. Take the antennas off and then toss it. I should like set up like a Wi-Fi camera and put it on the dog. Have a dog cam chasing the quad. That'd be awesome. It's a hardware problem. I'm just a programmer. Couple minutes, jeez. That was a fun flight too. Luckily I got DVR of it. Okay, here we go. Dog collision. Woo-hoo. Yeah. This is almost not even fair. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, I think I got a prop that time. The stream is a little bit behind me, so it's just so funny to watch it. Just bang, bang, do, 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 do. Yep, took out a prop. Oh my god. So funny. That was fun. That was too fun. This thing is covered, absolutely covered in pollen now. Well, you probably can't see it at all, but like there's just it's everywhere. Like it's even like building up underneath the standoffs and stuff. Oh my gosh. That was pretty entertaining. I am not gonna lie. Well, there was a little bit of PID tuning in there, but I think all in all that was pretty fun. Shit! Stop it! Get out of here. Here. Go. That time the dog pulled it. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, yeah, so unless there's any final questions, oops, sorry. I think I'm going to call it a day. I got some chores to do before I head out for some things. Nice and vague. That's tough. Nope. Sponsor. Anyway, so sure if it did or not. But yeah, so yeah, everybody feel free to stop by. I love having you guys here. It's a blast to stream and fly, and now we can go and enjoy this nice day. Have an awesome night. Afternoon.